there, how to understand why they need a government, why do they need a peace. Sovereignty of Somaliland is extremely very important to us. And I want to say congratulations for the Foreign Minister of Somaliland. Recently, I was talking to a Chinese diplomat, top man in Addis Ababa, the African Union, and he asked me, why your minister doesn't get from us a few millions and work with us? And I say to him, but we don't sell our country. Compare that one now to the British government and the European Union and the Americans who know Somaliland so well, whose intelligence services are actually listening and know what is happening in our eastern border. When you talk to the British diplomat or you talk to the British MP, they will tell you what the NGOs tell them. NGOs want money. They want crises. When crises happens, they do so well. I've seen that from all of Africa. Imagine if the British MP who supported Somaliland, the one that we fought for, tries to say, I want to have a meeting with the British intelligence services, MI5, MI6. UK is part of the Five Eyes. They know even yesterday what Al-Shabaab was saying in Chilip, in Bu'ale, and sadly, eastern border of Somaliland. They listen to it, they know everything was happening there. Why the British diplomats, why the British MPs don't try to dig the facts? Why do they come to us and tell us, discuss with us what the NGO is telling them? And to me, as an African man and a British man, I call the NGOs the lords of destitution because they made good money out of African suffering. Now, Minister, congratulations. China would like to build you a nice house in Hargeisa. They would like to give you $3 million, but they are so scared of you. Well done. Our democracy, and the last thing I want to say, our democracy is actually is an evolutionary process. Imagine the day the people of Somaliland understand the fact that we have to have political parties owned by the members, not by the Germans. And members in Somaliland, we did an opinion poll. Honestly and sincerely, if Adna runs for the presidency in the next election, she will minimum get 60% of the vote. But the question is, why Adna cannot run for the presidency of our country? Because the political parties of our country are owned by the Germans of those political parties. Just go back to the Soviet era. If you look at Eastern Europe before 1989, we're talking about organizations that hasn't given the people of Somaliland the right to get who can run for them. So I hope the British MPs, those who support Somaliland, can talk to the Somaliland political parties and ask them, why are you trying to impede? Why are you trying to destroy the democracy of Somaliland? The democracy of Somaliland needs to be unshackled. Thank you so much, guys. And